Skinny peanut.
Okay, clap.
That's your thing.
Up on 3, 2, 1.
That was good connection on
That
my
was
clap.
good,
That was
good,
honestly.
yeah.
Bend over.
Okay, guys. So at the end of this video, the video is all about gaming, but right at the end we do have our reaction to the Superman trailer that just dropped. And to be fair, we were locked in, so we're not overreacting, going crazy. We're just
Not
trying to take
overreacting
in.
over some dog.
Yeah, we just kind of take the dog. It did look alright, if I'm being honest. But yeah, we're just kind of taking it in because it's probably the first time we've been proper excited for
Yeah.
something
Since No Way
DC.
Home, I'd say. Oh, no, DC,
DC.
but in terms of movies in general,
Yeah.
DC. No Way Home for me.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I think it's gonna be good, and it'll be nice to see.
Yeah.
Although I love Cavill,
Yeah.
it would be cool to see this take, which I think will be quite cool. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that at the end of the video.
Cool.
Enjoy. So, today we are going to be doing a little gaming episode where because we've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals recently, and we play a fair amount of Fortnite together as well.
True.
We were talking about like a range of different games, like old school games. I invested in a PlayStation 2 a few months ago to have that sort of nostalgia coming back, and I know you
Retro.
already have had one, and obviously the emulator side of it as
Yeah.
well. And that's just kind of what we were looking at that point, and we just thought, you know what, instead of just always waffling on Discord or in a PlayStation party or anything like that, we were like,
Do it for you,
yes, this is all for you.
Oliver.
We're not going to be talking about Baldur's Gate 3 because neither one of us have played it. I have played Elder Scrolls actually.
Yeah,
I don't know
good
if
game.
you've played that.
Good game, yeah.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think, what was my name? And I'm probably not going to say.
Skyrimmer. No,
No, I wanted to call my guy Clarence.
as in like the Cartoon Network show Clarence.
I never saw that.
You need to. It's
No,
a good
because
watch.
on Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously everyone's, I almost said dogs, horses are cool names like Phoenix, Shadow Ball, Gengar, stuff like that. I named mine Clarence. And I think
Clarence.
my character's name was Lawrence, so it was Clarence. No,
Lawrence
it was
and-
Terrence. It was
Terrence and Clarence.
Yes, Clarence
You
and
think they had
Terrence.
Terrence back in those days?
Maybe.
As a name.
Yeah.
Maybe he started it.
When,
that's where
when
it
was
came
the?
from.
You can Google. We can Google that. Is when
was the origin of
the
Terrence?
origin story of the name Terrence. That's a good name. I'd name my child Terrence. I wouldn't, but you know.
In 2024,
What's wrong with that?
a little child walking around
Terrence.
called Terrence.
Yeah. People name their son Ian. Or Craig.
Okay, fair enough.
You would like. Yeah.
So I think to kick us off, we should probably do like top 3.
Top.
No, I
3.
don't know if we do top 3 as in like 1, 2, and 3, or just no particular order. Top 3 like
Yeah,
story-based
I think
games.
if we're doing story-based games, yeah. What would be your top 3 story-based?
In no particular order.
In no particular order.
I would say Assassin's Creed 2.
Bang! I'm replaying through that one now.
So good.
Yeah.
The Last of Us. 100% on
Yeah.
the list. Third. What would be third? What was like...
Any of the Spider-Man
shit,
games?
That was fire. I mean,
Batman?
I really enjoyed... I mean, the whole Arkham trilogy is good. But I feel like I've replayed them so much. So, I mean, I'd probably say...
Surely that means it's a good game if you've replayed
Yeah.
it through that many times.
Because there's no new ones.
True.
Rocksteady, hurry up.
There's the VR one.
That's like saying the new Batman mobile game dropped. Like, I'm not going to play it.
Why not?
Because, like, I've seen guys play it online and it looks good.
I can't do VR.
But I feel like if I had to play a VR game, I want it to be Ready Player One. Like, if I move, the character moves.
Yeah.
So I've got a long way.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Then they've created those Omni floors.
And where are we getting the money for one of them?
I don't know. But the Omni floor. I don't know if it's called Omni floor.
omnidirectional.
Yeah. Actually, it's an omnidirectional.
Um,
But no, so Last of Us,
Last of Us,
Assassin's Creed 2.
Ezio.
Auditore differenze.
Yeah. I think Spider-Man 2 I really enjoyed. A lot of people like it was too quick, but I just liked the fact that we got Venom and it was
I
like
completed that game so
good.
fucking quick.
Yeah, so did I. But I mean, I would say I did really. Ooh, God of War.
I've never played a God of War game.
My God,
Yeah.
I'll lend them to you. No, they are so good.
Are they?
So good.
I do want to. They always look really good. They do, like, genuinely. I do want to play them.
But are you gonna go back and play the originals before the PS4?
Probably
version?
not, if I'm honest.
You should.
Yeah.
You would enjoy the mini games.
Why?
No reason.
Why?
No reason. No reason. No, they know what I'm talking about, but yeah, no reason.
You'll tell me off camera.
Basically, you bang.
Oh.
It's a mini game.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no, it's mad. You don't see nothing. It's not that type of game. This is a good.
Oh, well, shit.
But like you see like the bedside table and there's a
Fair.
vase and then you press buttons in a certain
Oh, no,
order
I've seen a clip of
to
that.
make
I've seen a
vase
clip.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I
So-
was far too young when I was playing that game.
So, what God of War specifically, or is it just God of War as a whole? Because then could you
I
have
would say
Assassin's Creed as a whole?
God of War 1. God of War 1 PS4 version. So just God of War.
Okay.
That I really
Was that like a
enjoyed.
retcon? Was that a reboot?
So basically there was 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then they were like, this is next gen. So it basically picks up. So Kratos in the third game, believe this or not, the game's called God of War, but he becomes the God of War in the third game.
Okay.
So he becomes the God of War, and then it picks up like years and years later, and he now has a kid, and he's had like an actual
Clarence
life
is his
since
name.
then. No,
Yeah.
it's not Clarence, bruv.
What's his
Ah.
name?
It's not Clarence.
Teddy.
So
Sean.
anyway, it picks up like later, and you see that he hasn't really been God of Warring for a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
He's
good.
retarded.
So that's what I'll say. A little bit, yeah. So I think you should kind of play
Yeah.
the OG ones.
Okay.
I have them on the emulator, so you can play through them. But yeah.
Yeah. No,
Crazy.
the God of War games are the games that have always kind of intrigued me at that point. I think my top three, maybe a little bit different. A
Okay.
little bit. Because I'd agree with like, Assassin's Creed.
I feel like you're gonna throw some like.
Would I maybe choose... like because the one I played the most, Assassin's Creed, was Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed
It was
Brotherhood.
good. I did enjoy it.
So I'd probably have to just to switch it up from you a little bit, go Brotherhood over Assassin's Creed 2. I mean, I would argue Ezio is one of the best characters in a
I'm not
video
even gonna
game.
argue. Yeah.
Like that is, he's incredible.
Because I got the like gift set that came with 1, 2, and Brotherhood.
Yes, yeah.
I played 1 for a little bit, and I was like, I don't really know what's going on here. I haven't heard anything about these games. I got it for like my birthday or Christmas or something. And then I played the second game, and I was like, whoa, this is sick. And then I was like, I have to go back now, because I was like so into the story. And then went back, and then from then I've played every Assassin's Creed that's come out. Except for the one that doesn't come out, because, you know, Ubisoft's dying slowly and they're going to disappear soon.
No, I think Assassin's Creed it's like a solid franchise.
Yeah.
Like it's had its dips, and I think that's just Ubisoft
Where?
trying to, like, more recently,
Which one?
like Mirage and the couple previously, because they're trying to pump them out so often.
Was alright. But I mean,
In comparison to
Origins was fire, if you played that one.
no, I played a little. Was that the Egypt
What about,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, I played a little bit
That
of
was
that one.
good.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about the game is that they were like, oh, in Assassin's Creed 1, we got rid of the crossbow because it wasn't time period accurate. So we gave him just a normal bow.
So we gave him a
And
Barrett
then-
50 cal.
No, but now you cut all the way to
Yeah.
that game, and it's like you fighting gods. And I was like, what? Like, there's a man with a dog head. Like,
I mean,
what?
the one I played the most in one sitting, Assassin's Creed 1, was Black Flag. I played that for 12 hours straight.
I enjoyed it,
Got it.
and like it looked. I feel like that's one of the games on the PS4 where I was like, holy shit! Like the graphics have really improved because it just looks so nice.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point where I was like, if I see another boat,
Yeah.
I am going to fight someone. Because like GTA, you can go all the way across the map because you're in a car.
Yeah.
You've got like the music bumping. You're like, oh, that's cool. And you put your foot down, you got a fast car, and you get there quickly. But like, you go to other games and you have to tap X.
Yeah. That was
Or
my only
A,
issue.
depending on
yeah.
what you're playing on. And it just takes
So
years for
fucking long,
you to
yeah.
go all the way across. And then like some games you can get the fast travel, but then it gets to a point where it's like, why the fuck is the next mission like all the way on the other side?
Yeah.
And then if you haven't like synchronized that point or what, years.
I mean,
Years.
I if I'm 100%, I very rarely use fast travel in games because I just find it quite boring. I like walking. I like just travelling in games like Spider-Man, for example.
What is it called? Plane simulator, flight simulator. You would love that.
I probably would.
It's literally
yeah.
just traveling. You need like 200 gigs to play.
I know,
but
it's
traveling,
ridiculous.
traveling the game. Oh, okay.
My top three, yeah, Brotherhood. I'd probably put Spider-Man, PS4 ahead of Spider-Man 2 because that game honestly was incredible.
You know, I swapped the last one off for God of War because I was saying 2 because I really enjoyed it, but I would say I put 1 above 2.
Yeah, I
It's
enjoyed
just,
2.
I feel like there was a lot of like payoff for fans of Venom.
Yeah.
But then there's a lot of like those extra little stories that there's no DLC. So.
Well, yeah. Which
like,
I mean,
just
it's
wait
fair
for
enough.
our next game.
I mean, I don't blame them because obviously the hack that happened.
Yeah, but
like,
I want
it is
DLCs.
fucked.
Give me DLCs. I want all the DLCs, and I want to carry on playing the game. I feel like certain games should just be like, here's Spider-Man, and then every couple of years you pay 20 quid to get the expansion.
Yeah.
And it's a game that keeps evolving, like
Yeah.
with FIFA
Well, like a
or
live
FC.
surface.
But I feel like I've bought FIFA since FIFA 10. I got 2009 on the PSP, and then I got FIFA 10 on
I've been playing
PlayStation.
for, like, before.
I've bought every single one. Why don't they just release FIFA, and then you just
It's less
pay
money.
for the update? Yeah, but you still pay for the update. Why must we buy a whole new game? Just give us an update.
But then people will just moan that they're paying 60 quid for just an update on a game.
yeah, but it does a full update.
But then people will moan, like, that's the whole thing with Call
But
of
like
Duty.
GTA, apparently they're going to have this map that's going to keep expanding. Over
But you
the
won't
next...
be paying for that.
Says who?
Like,
What if it's like a
use
DLC?
Call of Duty, for example. So, Modern Warfare 2 came out. The
Yes.
recent Modern Warfare 2. Shit. Genuinely dreadful. And I'm a big Call of Duty fan.
Okay.
And I refused to play that game. I played it for the first month and it was dreadful. Modern Warfare 3 then comes out. That's another 70, 80 quid you got to pay, which was just an update on Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 should have been what they released as Modern Warfare 2 because they realised, oh, we fucked it, let's just move everything back that we removed, which should have just been the update.
So you've never played wrestling games?
On the Wii.
So weird. Okay. So you know how there was SmackDown versus Raw, and that was by THQ, if you remember them. And when they kind of went under, 2K got the rights, and it was the most boring. So basically, I like the wrestling games because there were storylines. And like one of the best ones is it ends and credits roll and the guy's like, no, I'm not done yet. And there was still hours of gameplay. And it made it interesting and you were like, oh, that was actually pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But then, as soon as they bought it, they started doing this showcase thing, which it's kind of cool in a sense that you play matches that have actually happened and you have objectives to do in said match.
Yeah.
When you've completed like 3, it'll cut to the actual footage. And then something will happen, it'll go back into the game and you carry on playing. And I was like, that's a cool touch. But I've seen all of these matches. I want something different.
Yeah.
And they haven't done that since. And it got to the point that they were trying to do a lot except add story.
Yeah.
And they ended up making a game that was so bad. They didn't make another game for the next 2 years. And then dropped a game that was slightly better. And then they dropped another one a year after. And it's like they actually kind of figured out how to fix it.
Yeah.
So I don't like the fact that, like, it's cool if you take your time, but I do feel like now, I think FC is going to be the best kind of like football game. I don't think anyone else is going to come and knock
But
them
even
off
then,
that.
it's not that
Even
great
2K.
good, is it?
Shut up.
It's not,
Um,
like, in reality, it's not.
Compared to what?
Compared
The real game in real life with your
Well,
feet.
no, so you take FC 25, for example, and compare it to FIFA 20. FIFA 20 is a better game than FC 25.
How?
It just feels nicer.
Is this
To
because
play.
your team had better players? Or
No.
Oh, I know they were shit back then as well.
Exactly, like you.
No, but I'm just thinking like,
People would rather go back and play FIFA 20 than FC 25.
yeah, but I don't know why. Because it's like, you want the game to evolve, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it gets to a
But in
point
the
where
right
the season's done and you've got that period where you have to wait for the next one to come out. And you're like, don't know about you, but I'll be like, this kit's looking hella bland right now because it's been a year. I want something new. And then you have to buy the new game, just get the new kit and the new players.
No,
It would be cool if it constantly updated. And if there's slight paying towards
live
that,
service would work better for FIFA than it would for any other game. Obviously, minus like Fortnite, games like that.
yeah, but I'm saying like if it happened with GTA and was constantly evolving, if they got GTA to a point where you had a massive map, and then you could go to the airport in game and fly to San Andreas, so like you could go to all these different places. I think it would have countless more hours. People would love it.
I mean, yeah, people play GTA a ridiculous amount of
Yeah,
hours anyway. I mean, I've put a stupid amount of hours into it.
seen the videos.
Yeah, that's the thing with GTA. GTA is that sort of game where they can add the little things and it's still enjoyable.
Yeah,
It's got to the point where it's been out for too long, where you need something fresh.
yeah, but who knows when we're getting that?
Well, fucking hell, yeah.
You think it's next year? But what if the release date for next year is just the second trailer? Bro, the amount of shit that's been getting delayed now, I'm like... I like the fact that they're delaying it and they're taking their time to give us a good product, because I remember downloading, like, getting this new game that's come out and it's shit till the first patch.
Yeah.
So I don't want that. I want
That's
a nice
the thing.
polished experience.
It's been happening so often where they just release unfinished games.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I'm quite liking Marvel Rivals, is because it feels finished when I play it.
Yeah, because apparently Nicholas was upset that the beta was so... it felt the same.
Did it?
But apparently he's shaking his head right now saying, no.
See, I'm enjoying...
They fixed it! What did they fix? It was the same game. I played... But I played the beta like late into it. It's not like when they first started doing the beta. But I thought it was the same game that it is now.
Yeah.
It does feel slightly better now, but not like, it's a new game. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, Marvel Rivals, I think, it's not going to become like the world's biggest game or anything like that, like, ever. But you got to compare it to Fortnite. Fortnite is the biggest game, and has been
but they're
the biggest.
homies, so like it's fine.
Yeah, I mean Fortnite. As much as people try and like slate Fortnite for playing it because it's like been around for too long.
I got Skibbity Toilet.
Oh fucking hell.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not think that was gonna happen.
No, not.
But then when we're getting the Hug Tour skin, like they need to add all the memes now.
They need to add a variant to Ninja where he's got a low taper fade. That's what they need to do. Right. They added Jordans.
Yeah,
Now we need haircuts in it. Need a low taper fade haircut. Optimus Prime with a low taper fade.
Good lord. Can you imagine like Thanos with a mullet? Like what the
Perm, right?
Theo Von skin would be fire. I would take that. Bobby Lee sent it. Oh, it would be so sick.
Yeah, it'd work. But no, like, I mean, I haven't even given my top three. On my third.
Yeah, I know. We're going off. We apologise. Start again.
No, so, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Spider-Man PS4, and then probably the Avengers game. That was the worst game I've ever played in my life.
It's just the same thing.
Oh, don't
Like
get me started.
Marvel Rivals, there's an objective, and you try and win the game. This was the same shit. It's like, guys, we have to go to the secret
But it's
hidden base.
PvE.
And it's
That's
the
what
same
made it
people.
boring.
Oh,
PvE in the
oh.
exact same missions. There was no.
Like the map was slightly different, but
It
all the
looked
same
different.
enemies.
It would look different, but
but when you get into the actual facility, it's the same
exactly
place.
this. And once you hit a certain level on your characters, the enemies don't
Yeah.
update health.
So
or anything.
basically, what you're saying is that the villains in the Avengers game universe are just shit interior decorators. They're just all the copy and paste.
that
just
game
got the same
pulled
dude.
so quickly.
I'm surprised that had more playtime than the Suicide Squad game.
I'm not because
I haven't played it.
the Suicide Squad game came out after.
I was
and people
keen
knew.
to play it because I was like, oh, that'll be a cool concept. And I saw the trailer, and then when I saw gameplay, I was like,
I bought the Suicide Squad game, pre-ordered, Don't ask me why.
Never again.
On
Never again.
PlayStation as well. So if you ever get it, we can play it and we could record us.
I think it's like
playing
£3 now.
it.
So
Why not?
Why
We
not?
could. And
That's the new video coming
Yes.
soon.
I played it for an hour.
And you were done.
Worst game, like not worst game, but it was just shit. It was just shit, and it's just it didn't work, man. It was the Avengers game with a little bit more pizzazz about it. That was it. That's the way to kind of describe that game. But
I played something similar, and I was told, "Oh yeah, but that's basically the whole premise of the Suicide Squad game." And I'm like, "Yeah, but this game seems fun." And everything I've heard from like everyone I know that's played it was like, meh.
it was more unique than the Avengers game, but not by much.
Mm.
That's the thing, because instead of just being spawned into the Amazon rainforest or whatever the fuck, you're in Gotham and it feels a little... Or I don't think you're even in Gotham, sorry.
No, it's Metropolis. isn't it?
Yeah. So you're in a place where you recognise, so it's more interesting. But the Avengers game, you are just slapped into a middle of a forest and like walk to this objective, get into the building. Where
That whole walk to the place, and I'm thinking, oh, we need to be a bit strategic.
Yeah.
Because and then you walk there and it's like the same shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, there's someone hidden in the bush that might try and stop. No, it's the set. You walk
Yeah.
there and then the fight starts.
The story, I didn't mind the story, but it was just...
There was a story.
There was a campaign to the game.
Was there?
Yeah. Did you not know?
No, no, it's Murdoch. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
it was all right.
I wanted to get to the end of it, and then I just kept playing these missions, and it's like, you must go to the training area.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't be asked to finish.
They also
The training
advertised it, I'm pretty sure, as like a co-op campaign, but you could only do co-op on specific missions. You couldn't play the whole campaign co-op, which was
Yeah, it was not.
dreadful.
I miss the, like, Ultimate Alliance days. Because that was good. And, like,
Yeah.
imagine Ultimate Alliance, but you can swap between, like, 4 players that you choose to have in your group, but then your mates can do the same. So imagine online campaign, or you can play solo,
Yeah.
and then you've got 4 characters you can choose, and before missions you can swap out which 4, and you drop in with your mates, and all 4 of you can swap between 4 different characters, and you still
Yeah.
got your team of 4.
Yeah. No, that
There would have to be a fuck ton of villains to fight to have 4 of you, but
No,
that could work.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I think my third favourite game, though, I'd have to go a little bit more retro to one of the first games I've ever played, was Simpsons Hit and Run. Because
game.
I love that game.
Such a good
Like,
game.
I've been replaying it on my PS2, and it's just
Deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
Is what it needs. Apparently, it almost got one. And
Yeah, they
then-
had
yeah.
like plans for like 3 sequels, didn't they, or something? Yeah, it was. Like, I mean, I don't know how much you can. Well, to be fair, Simpsons, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Like they turned Lego for 1 episode.
Yeah, but it was so good though.
Yeah.
Like that game.
Yeah, it
was
was
just elite.
It was incredible. Like that game is. There's a reason it's considered like it. Well, people still talk about it and still love that game.
Yeah.
Like PlayStation 2, I would argue, had some of the best games there.
Yeah, I mean PS2. There's a lot of games I wanted to get another PS2 just because there's so much that thinking back you're like, oh, I want to play that again. But you think when you get that new console, oh, you'll be able to play that game on there,
Yeah.
but you just can't.
Yeah.
So you have to try and hunt down. And now
I mean,
they're
that's-
becoming like retro and vintage. So it's like,
I can't remember
paying
what
double the
the
price.
disc is called. So I bought one of the original Lego Star Wars games, the one that had all the prequels on it.
yeah.
And it was one of the discs that was blue. On
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And when a PlayStation hits a certain age and it's been worn down, they won't play those games anymore.
Ooh.
So I've wasted that money on that game.
Eeh.
Obviously, if it goes up in price, then it's an investment. But I physically can't play it because the PlayStation I have is too old.
Ugh.
Which is just... It is
Not great.
annoying. It is annoying because I really wanted to go back and play the classic
Yeah.
Lego games where it was like...
Yeah.
Like,
But I also like the fact that you could create your own characters in that game, which is quite sick.
yeah.
Which
I mean,
they just cut out of the newer version.
yeah, you have...
Well, you can do it, but it's not as good as the original one.
No, they try and
Yeah.
go too into it. Like, PlayStation 2, what did you have? Your Lego... Like, you had the original like trilogy, you had the prequel trilogy as well as 2 separate games.
Yeah.
And that's the way I remember Lego Star
Yeah,
Wars.
yeah.
And then obviously they done the complete saga later on, which is what everyone talks about. But it's like, no, just talk about the 2 separate
Yeah.
discs. They were the better versions.
True.
Complete Saga and then Skywalker
Like, it was cool
Saga.
seeing it better and like better graphics and this and that, but yeah, the OG one.
Skywalker Saga was a massive letdown.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and say it straight away. Like the
Eek.
the point. Have you played all of it? Have you played through it? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So it was interesting doing the whole like open world thing because obviously we had seen it on like a slightly smaller scale with the Marvel ones, which
Yeah.
we'll get onto. But there's so much to do, which is good. Like you can go back and just like run around the map and like 100% all the different planets
Yeah.
and shit. But what I got that game for was to have that sort of nostalgic feel with my brother where we would play it together. And the one mission that always sticks out to me was the Revenge of the Sith final mission,
Yeah.
where one person is Obi-Wan, one's Anakin, and you are fighting each other. But the one in the Skywalker saga, I'm Obi-Wan. Finally I was able to play as Player One because my older brother couldn't take Player One because it was on my console. I was fighting Anakin there. My brother's just R2-D2 flying around, not
Oh.
even involved.
Yeah.
So
that's
it completely took away any sort of like co-op
Weird. Yeah, that's good shit.
like
yeah.
thing to do with it, and that's what really ruined that game for me. Is
Yeah,
it just
agreed.
lost its what made
Yeah.
it unique with that co-op side of it.
Because, like, when I was playing through it, I played that mission solo. So I didn't know that's how they would do it. And, oh, no, that's...
That was one of the only reasons I bought it. 'Cause
pretty shit.
me and my brother, me and my brother Will, we were talking about it and we're like, oh, that's sick. Like, we used to play that all the time, like PlayStation 2.
So you got all excited and then
yeah,
finally got
we
to
were
play it. and
so
you were
excited.
Like,
He had come home, and I was like, do you want to play it? Like, I've deliberately left that mission
Yeah.
so we can play it. And we go and play it. I move my Xbox off my monitor onto the TV, and we sit down. We're about to play it, and then it gets to that, and you're just like, for
hot
fuck's sake.
trash.
Like, and it
I
was
mean, at
just
least you
shit.
played all right for the first
2
couple
minutes.
hours. 2 minutes, jeez.
Like, I enjoyed it. It was interesting because I'd never played any of the Force Awakens. I never played that solo game.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see the sequels, and that was probably the best part of the game because it was something I hadn't played before.
No, fair enough.
So I didn't know what to.
You
I
just
obviously-
kept it a bit different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was intriguing, but I think it rode the nostalgia hype perfectly. But the actual release of the game was dross.
Fair play.
Personally, but that's where PlayStation 2 I think was superior. 'Cause
Yeah. I mean, I'm like thinking back, I know the Transformers games were sick. Because I remember playing the first one. And
Yeah.
like, I got it, I think even before I saw the movie. Because it was that era where like Iron Man's coming out, but then you could buy the game before the movie came out.
Yeah. it's-
So I bought Transformers because I obviously watched the cartoon as a kid and had all the toys and stuff. So I got it. And I think the thing that surprised me most about it is how seamlessly it wasn't like, here's a scene where you must
Yeah.
drive and you must drive for this level and then now you fight for this level. You could literally press, I think it was like triangle, and you could go between being a car or a full-on
Oh,
Transformer.
100%.
And it was so good. And then the second game, bit shit.
Yeah.
And I just feel like there's a lot of those games that were so good on PS2, and now when they try and make something similar, they just don't give it as much
No.
thought.
No, it's just like...
Because like
cash grab.
Transformer 1, not live action, the
Yeah.
new one. So that I really enjoyed. It
I
was
haven't
really
watched
fun.
it. I
It's
haven't
so
watched it
good.
yet.
You need.
I do want
It's
to.
good.
I know I need to. I do want to.
So that's really good. And if they made that into a video game that had the same
Mm.
type of style, I think it would have killed it. It would have done so well.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're kind of more set on like original IP. They don't want to take certain
Yeah.
things that already exist.
Mm.
They want to make characters like Kratos and like Joel
I
and
had-
Ellie and stuff like that.
Speaking of the Transformers games, one of my biggest, like, strongest memories of it, the one I played the most, was I had Transformers Dark of the Moon. Guess
Okay.
what console I had it on?
I feel like you're going to say something weird. What?
I had it on the DS.
The DS.
It's
Ugh.
shit on the DS. It is dreadful.
But I mean, why
But it
would...
was... Because obviously they have to condense it massively to fit on the DS.
But I mean, like, have you played, like, FIFA on the Switch?
No.
It's
no.
shit. It's like mobile FIFA.
But I had
So, like-
FIFA 10 on the DS as well.
That's like getting a story game for the Wii.
Yeah.
It's just... It's not a great idea.
No.
Like, if you're a kid and it's like, I want the game and all I have is... Cool, fair play. But if you have numerous other consoles, why would you choose to get it on that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a choice, to be fair. I was young when it came out. My parents got it for me. I still enjoyed the game.
I mean, fair enough. If you still enjoyed it. But it wasn't terrible.
No.
Because there's some games that I've played on both, like, Switch or DS and PlayStation or Xbox. And I was like...
It's like Midnight Suns. That felt more like a mobile game than a fucking console game.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool because I played I think I had something like 12 hours of the trial.
Yeah.
Was it 12 hours? I mean, it was a fair amount of time. And I was playing through it and I was like, shit, this is actually... I'm kind of getting into it. Like, because at first I was like, it's stupid. The trailer looked awesome. Why have they done this? Why isn't it like Ultimate Alliance or something like that?
Yeah.
And then I got into it and I was like, okay, it's a bit of a strategy game, but like, I'm really enjoying it now. And then as I got into it, the trial ended and I was like, yeah, well, I'm not paying for this. And then it was free eventually, so I got it in the end.
I mean, Marvel have always been a bit up and down with the games, I feel. Like, you talk about classics with like the original Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3, Unreal, fucking...
Pizza time.
All
those pizza missions. All the time. Just pizza here, pizza there. Take the pizza to this place. To that. And I remember some of them because like, I was really young playing some of those games.
Yeah, same.
And some of them pissed me off. Because it's like, there's 3 seconds left and you have to get from this side of the town all the way to the other side. And it grated me.
Yeah, but I just remember Mysterio in Spider-Man 2 and those missions. That's what I remember. Like, that was the one bit that has always been, like, stuck in my memory. And I think you go to the Statue of Liberty at one point, you have to swing over there onto, like, platforms that he's put on.
Have you played Ultimate Alliance?
The old ones.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, but there's one level that whenever I think of Marvel games, it just sticks out.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 levels. There's one at a carnival where you unlock Blade.
Okay.
And then there's one where I think it might be the same level. I'm just on crack apparently. But you're going up this like very colourful hill, and as you're going up, these balls start rolling down, and it's like you're in a pinball machine type thing.
Okay.
And that's the first time as like a Marvel fan, other than when I got really into the comics as a kid. It was like right before I got into the comics. This character Loki.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now obviously everyone knows Loki.
Yeah.
But then I was like, who is this guy? And then I was like, oh shit, like God of Mischief, that's crazy. And he was like shooting stuff at you, and then you unlock Deadpool, but like comic book accurate Deadpool where you can teleport and shit.
Yeah.
And that game is what showed me all of these like niche, not so famous to like everyone and like not so popular back then. And that's when I was like, okay, shit, these characters are cool. And that's when I started getting into the comics, because I was like, I've never heard of this guy. Why have they not shown him in these cartoons? And that's what like really got me into the comics.
I mean, one of my favourite games as a kid was Friend or Foe.
Oh, so
I need to buy it again for my PlayStation. I need to get back and play.
You chose the wrong time. They're all crazy expensive.
I saw one 15 quid a few days ago. Should have bought it.
PS2 game.
Yeah. That's not bad. For a PS2 game, I paid 25 quid for Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah. And it's slowly going up. It's an investment as well.
I mean,
You got to think all those games are investments now. Like there's that one in our local CX,
but I mean,
which was like
that's
700.
That's release price.
Yeah.
Like back then.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I mean, it's a good game.
But there's that one game in our CEX behind, obviously, like
Oh,
the glass,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like 600, 700
yeah,
quid.
yeah.
And I'm thinking, what the flying... Who's paying that? Well, I mean...
There's a guy I follow
Is
on
it Kale?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Kale.
Yeah, he's got... What's that game?
Kuon.
Kuon, yeah. That's like 650 quid or some shit.
He went in and asked for a sticker for it, because I don't think he got it off CEX, did he? Or they didn't give him the sticker, the price sticker. So he went in and got them to print one off for him.
Oh, I mean, fair play.
Like,
That's a flex.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I paid that much and I got them to give me a sticker.
Oh, I mean,
A
fair
price
enough.
sticker. It's just a weird sort of thing. But Friend or Foe, there's one mission that sticks out to me. It's just in Tokyo, Japan.
Oh, yeah.
And that mission just very vaguely...
Who's the foe that you get there?
I can't remember. For some reason, my brain remembers Green Goblin being involved at
I
some
remember
point
Doc
during
Ock
that.
on the rooftops.
but I can't remember if I had already had Green Goblin. It's honestly, when I say it's vague in my brain, it is so vague.
True.
I just remember there was like, I think there was like lava or something there, and we're walking over a bridge fighting enemies. That's the only sort of like vague memory I have,
Fair enough.
and I need to go back and play it because
I do want to play it again because there's a lot of like Shattered Dimensions,
Mm,
Edge of Time, Web of Shadows that I want to
Yeah.
play again now that I'm older. Because I feel like it's one of those things where you have to kind of go back because it's different when you're a kid.
yeah.
Like, I remember watching Shrek as a kid and then rewatching it now and being like, I missed all of these jokes.
It's such a weird like connection. You go.
I've watched Shrek numerous times. But
Shrek's
now,
a good film.
now that I'm older, I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even know that was a joke, bro.
Yeah. That's the thing with it as well, isn't it? Is you go back and you hear all those jokes, and you're like, fucking hell, no wonder my parents were laughing at this.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, no, I do feel like going back and playing some of those games. Like, I loved it when you go back and play a game that you were like, this was the most difficult game when I was a
You
kid.
go back
And
just,
then you go back and you're like, bruh, what? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's... It's like, how the fuck did I...
How was I bitching and moaning
Although,
about
I won't
this?
lie yet, when I go back and play old Lego games, I start struggling. Because I'm like, how the fuck did I do this? Because I don't know what...
There's some where you're like, how? You're like playing Lego Batman 2 and you're like,
Yeah.
the fuck? How did I do this?
I just sat there going, like, what? Where do I go?
My nephew was replaying it and he kept saying, do you remember that stupid mission with Mr. Freeze? And there's all the, like, ice cream, I think it was. And, like, all the floors were pink and you can't walk over them because you just slip off the map.
I'm just, like... Because
Yeah.
all you hear is...
Yeah.
And I'm just like... Give me some fucking help, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Like,
Where are the hints? And then all of a sudden you're watching, like, some YouTube video and you're like, okay, so how do I get past this mission? And the guy will do... It's always... Whenever you watch someone that gets you to, like, get through a mission, it's the easiest shit
Yeah.
for them. Like, you're playing Dark Souls and the guy, like, one-taps this demon. And
I
he's
refuse to play any of those games
I
because they
tried.
fucked me up.
I tried because of PewDiePie.
Fair enough.
And, yeah...
See, that's where I'm a little bit different.
But those games irritate me. There'll
Yeah.
be like a new game that comes out and it looks amazing, and then you see it's the same layout, and you're like, if I wanted to play Dark Souls, I would play Dark Souls.
Yeah,
I don't want to play this new game
that is Dark
that's
Souls
literally a
rebranded.
rip-off, or it's the
Yeah.
same style. Like, I got excited for the game Vampire, because I was like, through pop culture, there's so many, there's Teen Wolf, there's Vampire Diaries, there's Twilight, there's a lot of vampire stuff everywhere. There's a lot of werewolf stuff. But all the games that are based around just vampires, just werewolves, that type of mythology,
Yeah,
they're pretty shit. Like, Vampire looked cool. It was like, cool, so you can turn into a bat, you can go like vampire, you can feed on people. But then you play the game and it's basically a Souls game. It's the same thing of, okay, this is the first boss battle. I'm fighting a fuck-off giant. For God knows what reason. It's literally the first level. And I've got to jump around like a pansy. Just jump, jump, roll, jump, roll, jump, jump, roll, 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 jump, hit, die.
yeah,
And-
and then you got to do it again.
Yeah,
and again,
it just
and again.
it irritates me.
So frustrating.
I'd
'cause-
rather have something that has really cool combat. Like, the one I'm willing to give a try is Wukong. Because seeing, like, the abilities and how you fight looks really cool. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll give that one a try and see how
Yeah.
it goes.
I mean, one game I've been playing recently, and I know we've spoken about, is Ghost of Tsushima,
Oh, yeah,
because that obviously came free on PlayStation.
But
You
I
can
wouldn't
finally play
say
it.
that is
It's
like
not. It's not
a
like
Souls
no,
game.
no, it's not at all. But that's like a game where it's similar to like an Assassin's Creed game
Yeah.
or something like that. But it's stunning. It is beautiful, like gorgeous game.
Yeah.
But there was a game I was going to mention, but I've completely forgotten what it was. Because I'm a bit different when it comes to this sort of stuff, and I know we've kind of spoken about it and I've spoken about it with other people, is like horror games.
Yeah.
I love horror games, but I hate horror movies.
Favorite horror game.
Probably Outlast. I'm basic. I really fucking enjoyed Outlast.
But not like Resident Evil.
Resident
You're not in there.
I was. You didn't let me finish.
Oh, I mean...
I love Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2, I played I never played the original, I played the remakes of Resident
I'm
Evil
not
2
gonna
and 4.
lie to you here, but like camera angles were so shit in those old
Yeah.
games. When I walk into a room, I expect my perspective to be me walking into the room. Not you walk into a room and all of a sudden the camera's on the opposite side and then all the
Yeah.
like controls are gone all fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you played Resident Evil 4?
The remake.
The remake I really want to play because that other one I got it going back to handheld consoles being different.
Mm.
I got it on the Switch, and just the aiming felt so
Yeah.
off. But I feel like if you go back and play like Need for Speed Underground 2, driving with X just feels uncomfortable now because
Yeah.
you've grown so accustomed to using the triggers.
Yeah.
So you're used to that, and now all of a sudden you have to press X, and it just throws everything off.
100%.
So I did replay all the remakes, and
Yeah.
I was like, these games are so sick. I'm so glad I got the remakes because they're really good.
Because I really, really enjoyed the Ethan Winters story of Resident Evil, like Resident Evil Biohazard and Village. Like those two were
Village
really
I
good.
didn't play.
Did you not? I really enjoyed it because what I do with Resident Evil
'Cause,
games.
I just feel like it was such a big change from the
Mm.
OGs. So I played a little bit. I didn't finish it. But it's also because I didn't have the game. I was kind of lending it for a bit and they took it back. But yeah, Biohazard I did enjoy, but it didn't feel very Resident Evil.
I loved Biohazard.
It was a good story. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed the story, but I feel like when I want to play a Resident Evil game, I want it to be like 2, 3, 4, like that type. Whereas this, it's like I felt like I was just in a horror game with some fucked up weird hillbilly
That's why I
family.
quite liked it. To be fair.
No, but it felt like it didn't feel like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I liked it for what it was, but it wasn't
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
I mean, Village.
So I'm
what-
curious with what they do with the new one.
True, because I played Resident Evil Biohazard. That was the first Resident Evil game I ever played.
Oh damn! Okay.
I joined very late into Resident Evil, and I've gone back and played some of the
Because
old
Village
ones.
is werewolves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a mixture of a load of different things. To be fair, it's not just werewolves.
Yeah, I know who you're referring to. You freak.
No, I wasn't even talking about Lady Dimitrescu.
No, you even know the name. That's
Um,
just saying some search histories.
Like Heisenberg in that game as well. Like, yeah.
That's a crossover I didn't
Yeah.
expect.
Jesse!
Yeah, exactly. Science, bitch.
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I was- don't quote that one. Don't use that quote.
So I played through both those games. It took me on average like 7-8 hours to complete those, and then I always went back and played it through again once I kind of knew
Yeah, I would
everything.
do speed runs on
So I
the other
completed
remakes,
like it's not that quick, but 4 or 5 hours. I'd cut off like 2 hours at a time on my replay. Biohazard Village was more enjoyable for me to replay than Biohazard for me.
I just didn't like that moment where you like sneaking around the house and that creepy fucker just always comes around the corner. You think you're in the clear and you're like, no, don't get me again, please. Just, bruh. There's
Yeah.
only so many places you can go to in this house, and you in
Yeah.
all of the rooms.
And it's always the place where you need to fucking go.
Yeah, and it's just chilling. And that woman in the attic.
Yeah.
And you're like, she's not going to be in here. And then you walk in and you just see that light. And you're like, no, not
Yeah.
again. Not again, please.
But Village, I really like. There was that whole mission. I don't know if you care about spoilers.
Nah, go for it.
Where you play as Chris Redfield for a decent chunk of the game.
In what game?
Village.
I didn't get that far. I didn't know that
It's
was a thing.
relatively near the end. It's relatively
Bro, I
near
didn't
the
know
end.
that was a thing.
Yeah, and
I
that's
might have to play it now.
I really enjoyed it. Genuinely, really enjoyed it. And to be fair, I've played for it 3 times. On my 3rd time, I just paid £2 to get the assault rifle from the beginning, so I could just speed run it
Oh,
quicker.
fair enough.
So literally, boss spawns, dead. That's what I've done with Resident Evil 2, the remake. I played for it once normally, went back again, and then just bought the minigun for £2. So Mr. X, at the end, because I only
just
played.
ended him. I mean, fair enough.
Because I haven't played. It's Leon, and I can't remember the other lady's name. The one in red, something Redfield. What's her first name? Christine.
Oh no, we're gonna have to cut this
I
because now
can't-
we don't seem like actual fans.
No, I just can't. I can't remember her name. I never played through that story. I don't know why, because I liked Leon as a character. I thought he was really interesting.
I had action figures and shit of Leon.
And I know that's who they then used to continue with it. But that end when you're on that elevator going up and Mr. X is on it, it's just fucking alright.
Bro.
I'm not using the pistol, minigun out of my back pocket. Just
Yeah.
I got an achievement for killing him in under 2 minutes, so you know.
Oh, make life a hell of a lot easier because holy shit, that man
Yeah.
was devious.
But walking around that fucking prison in Resident
I did like the fact that you play through in a certain area and then you pick up in the next game, going past all the places you've just been, but at a different time. So you thinking like, last time I was here, this motherfucker was following me around, and now you're there and there's nothing going
I
on.
won't lie as well. Resident Evil Village made me tear up a little bit at the end.
Oh, I need to play it.
I'm
now.
not gonna lie. I got like I really and I played the DLC. So that was the first Resident Evil game I bought the DLC for because I genuinely love the Ethan Winters story.
Good surname.
Yeah. Shit, surname. But again, I don't want to spoil it too much. I don't know how much you care. I mean, you would know if you played the start that he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the sequel includes his daughter, and there's some stuff about his daughter with is explained through the story with obviously Eevee, the
Pokemon.
the villain in the first one, who pretends to be a grandma for the 90% of the game, and there's like some like backstory there and everything, and that sequel or the DLC had one of the scariest missions I've ever played in my life, because one of my biggest fears is like Weeping Angel type villains.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, not a
So-
fan of that.
I'm getting chased by a bunch of like mannequin dolls, and then
That
Weeping
must have been
Angels.
lovely.
I had 3 coming at me. Genuinely, it's like midnight. I'm beyond scared. Like genuinely, I turn around, sprint, and then I get to a point where I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna walk backwards. So just staring at them, yeah. And then I start hearing steps through my headphone. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm still walking back. I turn around. There's just one in my face. Honestly. Bro, that was the scariest fucking mission I've ever done in my
Just
life.
through your controller at the light switch. Please save me.
Honestly, like the DLC I enjoyed. It was just short DLC, so it wasn't that expensive. Though. It was like £7, I think. So you got what you paid for.
Oh, fair enough.
Like it was worth it. And I remember playing through it, and I was just sat there like, oh, I could not finish that mission. That mission scared the living daylights out of me. But I truly do recommend Village.
Okay,
As a
yeah,
game,
I'm gonna
like
have
it's
to check
such
it
a
out.
chilled game. Like weirdly, it's a very chilled game to play, despite it being Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it does seem like a different type of vibe, so I will give it another chance, because, I mean, like I said, it was lent to me, and then...
I mean, if I had it on disc, I would lend it to you. But I just always go digital
On PlayStation.
on Xbox.
That's the problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I know. But
No,
if
but
I
I'm
had-
definitely going to get
yeah.
it to give it a go. Yeah.
You should. I honestly think you'd enjoy it. But Outlast being one of my favourites. I don't know if have you played the Outlast
Yeah.
games? First one, loved.
First one I played on my PC.
There's
And
a
then
video
from
on
there
my
I got
old-
the rest.
There's like one part on my old YouTube of me playing through the start of Outlast. And I'd already played it 4 times before, and I decided, yeah, let's just play through it again, pretend I've never played it before.
And you forgot a bunch of shit.
No, I remembered everything.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Because I remember I was like, oh yeah, let's try this. Oh yeah, Outlast, let's try this. And I started walking, and I'm like, okay, I don't like the fact that I'm looking through a night vision camera. This scares me a little. And then this witch bitch by the campfire,
that's the second one. isn't
run, you run, just
Yeah.
run and run. And then she's like so close, she tries to grab your leg. Now you're in a house, you're trying to get out the house, she's outside the house, then she's in the house, and then she's under the house, and then you're under the house, and she's,
There's like 4
Fucked me
parts
up.
of me playing the second
fucked
one
me up.
on my old YouTube.
Baby heads. And
Yeah, that's
oh,
fucking weird.
It
The
was
second one
freaky.
was weird.
It was good,
Like,
but
you-
like proper freaky.
You hear your wife
Jeez,
having disgusting things done to her, and it's not the nicest
crazy.
experience. But the first one, do you remember near the start where you walk past that guy in the wheelchair?
Yeah.
And you walk past him once, he doesn't jump at you.
Yeah.
I remember I got my friend to play it, and I was like, no, you're fine. He'd never watched anything Outlast, never played it. And I was like, look, walk past him, you'll be absolutely fine. So he walks past him, nothing happens. And so that gives him a false sense of security.
Oh, he thought it
He
was
then
safe.
walks back, does it, and he lobbed my controller across the room. It was fucking hilarious. But Outlast Trials, that's a game I want to
Yeah.
play with you.
No, I mean definitely.
I've been
let's
playing
give
through
it a
with
go.
one of my other friends. Genuinely really enjoyable.
Oh, okay,
Like,
cool.
I've really been... It's scary. It's annoying.
As it should be.
But it's fun. It's really fun. Because you get rated, like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,
Z.
yeah. For how well you do. And then there's mini games of, like, chess and shit in there. So it's actually...
No, fair
well
enough.
fun.
That's interesting.
That is... Like, it felt more like original Outlast in Outlast Trials than Outlast 2, which I thought was the good decision, because Outlast 2 was... They tried to go so different.
Yeah,
Where
fair enough.
They lost the sort of uniqueness of that. But horror games, like, that's where I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
Like, I like being involved in the horror rather than just watching it, because I can predict
yeah,
what's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
happen.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
Yeah.
Oh no. He.
Whereas when you're playing, you are kind of just locked in,
Yeah.
and it's like there's like 7 doors, and you can pick where you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah, true.
So it's like,
So you can be the one being like, don't go in there.
yeah, exactly.
But then if to progress the mission, you have to go.
Well,
in there.
exactly.
So-
But at that point, you have built yourself up, but you don't know. Games are better at giving you a false sense of security. Where
Yeah.
like that wheelchair guy.
yeah, true. And then you shit yourself uncontrollably. Afterwards,
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I wear adult diapers when I'm playing.
Okay, so old Fantastic Four game.
That was good.
The OG. I missed that style. It's kind of like the Ratchet and Clank, Jack
Yeah.
and Daxter vibe. I don't feel like there's been a lot.
No.
Like there's been Sackboy, which interesting name, very interesting name. But like there's that what is it, Astrobot? So like, but I feel like those are the only two kind of doing that vibe.
That won Game of the Year or some bollocks today. It won an
Yeah.
award recently.
So I just feel like we're not getting a lot of
It's
that anymore.
fucking ridiculous that it won an award.
You haven't played it, you wouldn't know.
But wasn't it like longest game or something? It won.
It won Game of the Year.
Was it Game of the Year? It
It's
won.
a fucking demo, and it won Game of the Year pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
It's got an actual story.
Yeah, but anything with Astrobot in it is a fucking demo.
Anyway, so I mean, what are your thoughts on Telltale games?
I love them.
You played the Walking Dead ones?
Not finished,
So
not
good.
fully, but I've played through the Batman one. That was incredible. The Wolf Among Us, incredible. Played a bit of the Guardians of the Galaxy one. That was
I
good.
don't like that they've just stopped. I feel like the closest thing
Well,
we're
they're
getting...
like bankrupt now, no?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It stopped regardless,
Yeah.
whether they're bankrupt or not. They've stopped making stuff. But I feel like the closest thing we get to that is like Man of Medan and like
Yeah,
Dark Pictures type stuff.
yeah.
Like,
I
what
love
is it
them
called? Until Dawn.
Because you watch it, you pick an option. It's like Alfred will remember that, and you're like, oh.
No, Alfred, no.
The option.
Don't
Have you
touch
played
me.
the Batman ones?
Yeah.
Like the option. What did you pick? Give up Batman or give up Alfred?
I can't even remember.
Bro, honestly,
What did you...
I think I gave up Batman because Alfred's my boy.
Alfred's my boy.
Like, I could
England
not.
sticking up for England. Yeah.
My boy. Like, I love that. When that option came out, I was like, oh, you're making me pick between being a fucking badass.
And and having an old male companion.
He's basically Batman's dad. Like-
yeah, I mean, fair play.
You can't, man.
The father
Like,
figure.
that was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life.
Was it?
What other decisions?
I mean, I feel like live a normal life, crystal meth.
I haven't. Believe it or not, no one's come up to me.
But
with,
like big decision.
no
Don't
one,
do it. Do it.
yeah, but no one's offered me meth. I'm not saying I would take it, but like if someone gives me two
Big
pots,
decision.
yeah,
Big decision.
like 2 pots, yeah, and it's like one pot has.
These fucking pots make an appearance every time.
But I'd never had that decision. But I had a decision of Alfred pot or Batman pot.
And you chose
I chose Alfred.
older male companion.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But no, Telltale Games, unfortunately, obviously, with everything they've gone through, would probably never getting another one unless
Yeah.
they revive them. But incredible set of games, like they were.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they kind of went out of business because, I mean, it was good.
One game we need to play together, and there's 2, and we can record it to be fair, because if one of us owns the game, the other one can play it for free, is A Way Out, and It Takes Two. That's
So, yeah.
I love both those games. They were both games that I played and I fucking fell in love with,
Yeah, fair enough.
like genuinely. But no, I just thought I'd get that in there just in case, because
Yeah, fair
people
play.
might ask for it.
Okay.
People might ask for us to play those games.
Oh, okay.
Now I've mentioned it, even though I think we should play them anyway.
Yeah, no, we should.
Hold on, before you do that. Actually, do the outro,
Okay, so we're doing the outro now.
Where's the emphasis on we're doing the outro?
We're doing the outro now!
Thank you. That's what
Happy?
I wanted. Yeah, wake
Okay.
me up.
Well, do the outro then, I'm waiting.
So that is our episode on gaming. No, let's say it differently. I didn't mean to say it like that. Right, so that is the episode on our gamings. We were gamings.
Let me do the outro. Okay, we are doing the outro now. Because Harrison was just... Oh, they've all been cut out, so you won't see it, but he's made some blunders. So, basically, what we've done is just had a bit of a chat about gaming, like different games we've played.
It's because we've been playing a lot of games
Top
together.
3, this and that. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of games lately, and we're going to be playing some more in the future, and we'll have some clips out eventually. It was supposed to be Tuesday, but it's a bit difficult. We want it to look nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty good. We have some more content ready. We've got Cobra Kai, Karate Kids, kind of mix up. Probably like early 2000s, late 80s, 90s movies. We're going to do like a whole episode on that and just get some normal films and not just comics and comic-based stuff. But yeah,
make sure you like, subscribe for more, and we'll be back hopefully next week for another episode.
And check out our Instagram because we post a lot of updates on there.
All of our we got Instagram, H&C's Comic Tea, I believe it is.
Comic Tea Podcast.
Comic Tea Podcast, sorry. And then the TikTok, which I mean you're uploading a lot more, which is, let me get it up.
Casey Comic Tea.
Casey Comic Tea. Or you can follow me on TikTok as well if you want to, but you don't have to. It's fine. But no, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
See you later.
This isn't fucking iCarly. 3, 2...
I needed the one.
I am the one, don't need a gun to get respect up on the... Copyright.
You want to talk about what you're doing first?
Yo, what is up? So, the trailer for Superman just dropped. So, we have high hopes.
Yeah, 2 hours ago.
They don't have to know that. So, yeah, we're going to give it a watch, and we really hope it's good.
I say, what do you think you're going to give it out of 10 first, the trailer?
I'm hoping for like an 8 or 9. I'm hoping, but like
I'm going around a 7.
7.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
7's decent. It is still decent. It's like
fair enough.
It's above average, but trailers are always a bit.
Oh damn! It's going straight in. I thought we were getting an advert. Let's just make sure. Nicholas, you're cutting all of this out. I hope you know that.
Right.
Just gonna drop
Feel
that.
free to
real
give
quick.
reactions because I'll just put the audio where you react in.
Cool.
Let's go. That looks nice.
It does.
Well, that's good. It started and he's dead.
I quite like the suit. See, Clark's upgraded from just the one coat.
Okay. I like the suit. Staring into my soul.
Oh, I like the
Okay.
music.
I like the score.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a weird hug.
Yeah, he's gonna die, so like he's saying goodbye. And this is where it gets interesting, because like, is this gonna work? Home. To be fair, it doesn't
Ooh.
look too bad.
Ooh. Looks like James Bond.
Yeah, because that's gonna hurt him. Oh, there he is. Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay. July 11th. That looks decent.
So what are your thoughts? Did it meet your 7?
Yeah. I think it's just like little nitpicks, but it's a trailer, so obviously it's not like the finished thing. Like, I actually think it looks good.
But I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I was a bit skeptical with the whole Krypton thing. Because I was like, okay. I mean, crypto, not Krypton. Cryptocurrency. Yeah, so it's just, I feel like you see that in the show and you're like, oh, it's chill. It's cool, it's not. But I think it's been done all right. Like, I thought I was going to be like, oh, that's going to be terrible. But I think it's pretty cool. It's the first time I'm going to like see it properly. And like the suit, at first I was like, undies on the outside's a bit weird. But I think it's not bad.
Undies on the outside are weird. That's Superman.
No, but like, we know that it changed in New 52 and like Cavill. So it's been a while, is all I'm saying. It's been a while.
That hasn't.
Anyway. But yeah, I do think the suit looks sick. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
It looks good. To be completely honest, it does look good. There's a couple bits. It's obviously an already established universe, which is I think a good choice. I think it's a good choice.
But James Gunn was saying he doesn't want like another origin story. So I would say, I think moving forward, unless it's like a really obscure character no one really knows, like Superman's like since the dawn of time, there's been Superman movies. So I feel like everyone knows what's going on. The only time I think, like, if they did an absolute Superman movie, then I think like give an origin story because it's slightly different. But like, I think it's cool where it is.
I think when it comes to origins, it's dependent on the character, like you said. Yeah. But no, I'm intrigued on how that goes. Obviously, it's already established, but I'd like to know I'm intrigued to see exactly where we're placed in the story.
Yeah.
Like how far into it, how.
So I mean, he still has a dad.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that full on like baby in spaceship type.
No.
They might like
flashback.
Hint back to it, but I don't think it's like the movie's gonna start with like Krypton being destroyed.
I mean, him as Clark Kent just looks like a fuckboy from England.
A little bit. Yeah, the upgrade from one curl to several was a bit.
Like that's nothing bad, but it's just like it's crazy how to James like that's.
Yeah.
Like but here in England, he just looks like a fuckboy.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean, I saw some of the pictures from the set, and I was like, are they going to do that for Clark Kent? But I mean, if you think about it, all the Clark Kents we saw were based on like Superman from the comics from like years and years and years and years ago. So he always had that kind of like comb over and then the one curl. So I feel like now it's kind of a bit more modern because let's be honest, nowadays a lot more people have that hairstyle. So I think they are going to do stuff a bit more modern.
Yeah.
Like Bruce is always in like the old mansion. What if this new Bruce has got like a modern home?
True.
Who knows?
But no, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm intrigued. 11th of July.
It's a long time, but I mean, it's going to come around quicker than we think, I think. Yeah.
Wonder if Kevin Feige will fight back with a Fantastic Four trailer.
Interesting.
That'll be another one we have to refuse to watch until we're together.
But it's just like waiting for us to film was killing me because I saw the trailer drop and I was like, oh, I need to watch it now.
Yeah. But no, I actually really enjoyed that. I'm probably not going to watch any of the other trailers for this film.
I will.
I will watch all the release.
Every single one. Because that's what I do.
Yeah. I mean, that's... just what I like about trailers. And my fear is they give away too much, and that gave away next to nothing.
Yeah. But it's not a Sony trailer.
True.
Sony trailers will be like, here's the bad guy, this is how he dies. Come watch our movie.
Yeah.
So,
You're not
hopefully.
wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, it gets me excited because I feel like the animated stuff, there was hype. Enjoy the animated stuff, but there hasn't been crazy hype. Like, I enjoyed Blue Beetle, but there wasn't like insane amounts of hype around it.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I'm getting really excited to see where they're going to go. So I think it's going to be pretty sick.
It's a good trailer. No.
Agreed.
I'd give it a 7.5 to an 8.
7.5? Ooh.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Okay, sick. So, your turn to do the outro.
Okay. Well, that's our reaction. We're not going to overreact like some people. This is a very
I wonder who we call
real
now.
reaction. We're not going to be screaming at the top of our lungs over a fucking dog or something. Like, I don't know. But no. Lost my train of thought. Obviously, with trailers, if you enjoy watching our reactions, let us know. We will be doing more. If you do enjoy it, we'll probably do more anyway, because it's something that we can have a conversation about. We were going to do a Karate Kid trailer reaction until someone watched it. But yeah. And we'll be back with another podcast very, very soon.
Peace. It's peace. Every time it's peace. You forget that it's peace. And
See you later.